I don't know who this reading is going to be for, but it really wanted to come through today because, as you guys know, if you've been following my last couple reading videos, I am dealing with some allergies. So because of that, my voice isn't at perfect 100% capacity right now, but this message seriously wanted to make its way through. And it's one of those messages that also feels like it's been a long time coming. I feel like this has really been culminating. I'm hearing an airplane somewhere out my window. So maybe flying, airplanes, or travel is significant to you, this person, or this connection. But I actually got the title of this video in advance, which is a rarity, but does sometimes happen when I'm channeling. So the title that came through is "The Universe Won't Let This Player Forget You. They Feel Like You Put a Love Spell on Them." And if I could have made the title longer, there is a limit on how many letters I can put in it. But if I could have made it longer, I would have said, "They feel like you put a love spell on them, but it's just your energy." Because what I'm getting here is a major message of roles reversing in a big way, like the tables turning here in this situation. And what I mean by that is the words that were coming through is reformed player. And another message coming through is you met this person as a player and left them as a lover. So what I'm getting is this is someone who, when they first met you or encountered you, they very much had that player vibe. They were someone who didn't want to settle down, had really no interest in settling down. And I'm hearing smooth, like maybe this is a smooth talker or someone who's really good at flirting or kind of like the dating game, if you will. And I'm getting the sense that you saw right through that initially. You saw right through those like kind of layers of inauthenticity where this person was kind of like putting on that charm, if you will. But you also sensed that beneath all of that, like if you were both connecting in an authentic, open way, you actually would have a very strong soul bond. Because the thing I'm getting about this person is, oddly enough, this is a very powerful spiritual connection. I'm talking like some kind of twin flame, mirror soul, divine counterpart, or at the very least, a super high level soulmate. I keep getting something about your appearances and how you even visually look really good as a couple together. Maybe you even look similar in some ways. That won't be for everyone, but I feel like there's something about how when people see you together physically, it just looks right to them. You may even have people who have literally told you that you make a good couple or you look good together, or comment on like your chemistry or something, because I get the sense that that bond that you share is extremely evident, not just to the two of you, but to people around you. I'm also getting that there was an extremely strong physical chemistry between the two of you that was, I'm hearing it was so electric, it lit up the whole room. Like other people could feel it and sense it as well. But the thing is, this person made a mistake in the way that they approached you, because I'm getting that they mistook all of those feelings of chemistry, all of those feelings of pull, for being purely physical. They were seeing things on the surface and their spirit was trying to get them to look at it deeper, but they were kind of refusing to do that in the beginning. They were kind of trying to keep things on the surface or see things from like a purely physical perspective. You may be someone that they found to be very conventionally physically attractive. I'm hearing my type. So like this person considered you their type or something like that. But then they weren't going deeper into the energy underlying this connection and the spiritual meaning of it. I feel like initially they treated it very casually and sort of like they would treat any other connection that they have an interest in that comes into their orbit. I'm hearing that initially they treated it like it was going to be a fling or something short term. And you approached it in a very opposite way. for some reason, I heard like this person was trying to see your body, like see you on the surface, and you were trying to see their soul. That's what's coming through here so strongly. So maybe this is someone who wanted to progress things like very fast in a physical way with you, but you were more interested in really exploring the emotional and the spiritual side of this connection. And I almost feel like at first there was like this frustration from this person because they wanted to move things forward very quickly, physically, again, kind of like in that player sort of manner. And you were trying to figure out what was going on in this connection spiritually. And I feel this may have even led to a little bit of a cycle of frustration where you had some form of strong boundary with this person physically, or you were really pacing this connection in some way in the physical because you could sense that they were kind of inauthentically trying to approach you in this casual way, sort of like a player. And so I feel that what happened is this person kind of failed to treat this as a fling because I'm hearing everything about your energy defies being just a fling. I feel like anyone who tries to approach you in that kind of casual way gets like deeply soul and spiritually entangled in a kind of way that they completely feel like they did not expect or sign up for. It's like it always backfires. If someone tries to approach you casually, it's impossible for them to do that and to get close to you in that way without ultimately feeling as though you are this energy that lingers with them, like you are just haunting them. And so what I feel with this person is it really backfired when they tried to approach you in that casual way. But the backfiring didn't happen all at once. It wasn't evident right away. What I mean by that is this has very much been a slow going progression. In fact, for some of you, this could be a saga that's been going on months or even years, depending on your situation. But what I'm picking up is essentially this person, after failing to treat you like a fling, they tried to just forget you. And I even see their friends kind of around them telling them, oh, just forget about them, move on. I see them even trying to use other people or other connections or other flings to get their mind off of you. But I'm hearing the one who won't leave my mind, like you are the one who won't leave their mind. And I feel like at some point this person has just like given up on trying to replace you or trying to even pursue some other kind of fling. In fact, the craziest thing for them is they can't even approach romance and dating and intimacy in the same way that they did prior to meeting you. They quite literally are transformed. When I say they're a reformed player, I mean, this person was trying to go back to their old ways, trying to go back to just keeping things light on the surface, playing games with people, dating people casually, but they quite literally were not able to do this because you've been there in the back of their mind. And the strange thing is, you're not even in a committed thing with them, most likely. You're not even asking a commitment from them. But at this point, their mind, body, and soul just feels committed to you in a way that they can't defy, that they can't really escape. But the thing I'm getting here is because this person delayed realizing what this connection really was and treating it with respect, I feel that for many of you, things flipped for you. So let's talk about what was happening on your side. When I say the tables turned, I mean that initially this person was approaching you casually and you were approaching this connection with deep reverence and respect. What I'm getting very strongly is you were giving this person all of your time, all of your energy, investing so much of yourself in trying to explore this connection, really trying to give it your all. I'm hearing willing to risk everything. Sorry, my allergies. I know my voice is breaking a little bit, but this message really wanted to come through today. So I feel like you were really giving this your all. You were giving this connection everything you could to get it off the ground. And this person was very resistant to that. And I feel that in that process of disrespecting this connection, they left you feeling hurt or feeling disrespected in some kind of way that actually made you start to feel apathetic. And that's the beautiful thing, by the way, about how much you've healed yourself on this journey is I feel that you've reached a point where when someone disrespects your divine energy, when someone doesn't treat you with the kind of sacred reverence and respect that your energy demands, over time, that actually makes you apathetic instead of making you want to chase that person. And that is a major, major sign of your healing and how far you've come on this journey. But that was just a little bit of a side note for someone. What I'm getting very strongly is that now this person is obsessing over you. I'm even hearing the words like tarot and astrology. I feel like this person is getting tarot readings on you, looking into astrology. They may have even come across terms like soulmates or twin flames. And I feel like they consider you to be their soulmate or to be their twin flame. And it's almost like this person is trying to turn back time and undo what they've done here to try and get this kind of fresh start. But what I see from your end is for many of you, you've reached this point where you're truly feeling a kind of divine apathy. And I call it divine because I feel that the reason you began feeling apathetic to this person is because of how much you've healed and how much you respect your divine self, your own soul. And I keep getting the numbers 444 and also 414. There could be Aries energy involved here for someone. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards and pull some more information about what this person is thinking and feeling about you, as well as how this situation could progress, because I'm picking up that there are many different potential paths forward depending on what path you want to take here. But before I get into that, if this is connecting already, I really recommend my Magnetism Subliminal, because this meditation works with all of your 7 chakra centers to clear and release any blockages that you may be storing that could be preventing you from attracting in the highest forms of love in your life. This subliminal will make you feel magnetic in the most positive ways, not just in your love life, but for attracting in positive attention and opportunities into your life as well. I personally use this one on my playlist every single day, and I feel so supercharged and magnetic in the best way after listening to it. So I highly recommend it if you'd really like to manifest positive movement forward in desired ways in your love life, whether that's with this person or with someone else. So this subliminal comes from my app, Sound and Soulful. And on this app, I have over 130 subliminals for love, relationships, appearance, mood, mindset, business, money, and so much more. And when you create a free trial account in the app, you get access to every subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. You can read the affirmations while you're listening, and you can create your own custom private playlists. So the link to get the app and start using the Magnetism Subliminal to attract your highest desires in your love life is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so let's start with, how is this person thinking or feeling right now? I'm hearing all I think is about you. I feel like this person is so singularly focused on you. And here we have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, I'm hearing I want to marry you. And it's crazy because, as I said before, I feel like this is the type of person who was very resistant to settling down. This was very much the player type, someone who thought that they could keep things on the surface. I'm getting bachelor for life is what I'm hearing, or bachelorette for life, depending on this person's gender. I feel like people around them thought that maybe they would never settle down, maybe they would never get married. And I'm hearing you completely changed this person's mind. Yeah, wow, with the 2 of Cups and also the World, I feel like this person sees the 2 of you as major potential power couple energy. It almost feels like they want to build or create something with you. Maybe you know what that is, if it's a particular project, or maybe it's just like a relationship or a family together or a life together. I just get this sense that this person feels like fate is strongly at play between the 2 of you. I'm hearing, I've never met anyone like you. And I also feel that this person just has this feeling that when they're around you, they are absolutely unlimited. Like there's nothing that they couldn't do, nothing that they couldn't accomplish here. They feel this sense of completeness and also groundedness when they're with you. And I just keep hearing them say, I never knew that love could feel like this. But I also feel this person very overwhelmed by regret because they're not sure if you are going to be open to moving forward with them in that way. This person knows that they didn't treat your connection with respect initially. Can I get any more information on how this person is thinking or feeling? Yeah, they feel like they failed here with the Six of Wands in the reverse position. They feel that they were extremely reckless with the Fool card reversed, that they treated your energy recklessly, and only now they're realizing their own mistake here and wishing that they could go back and undo the way that they treated you in the beginning, because they feel that it's now set the tone for the entire connection, even though they've completely changed their mind here. This person is also giving me the energy of someone who's very disinterested in dating or connecting with anyone else romantically. And again, I keep getting this visual of their friends trying to get them to go out and meet people or go on dates. And this person used to do a lot of that prior to meeting you. And now it's like everything feels just dull and apathetic in comparison to you. Now, what I'm picking up very strongly is that you have different paths or potential decisions here. With the Two of Wands in the upright position, I'm seeing that for many of you, you're kind of like looking away from this person spiritually and symbolically, although I literally see someone looking away on the visual on the card as well. But I feel like you're looking in another direction. So you may have someone else that you've met recently or who's in your energy, or maybe you're just open to other potential romantic opportunities that feel more initially respectful to you. I'm hearing someone who sees my worth from the beginning. And if you feel that way, that's completely valid. I always recommend listening to your intuition, doing whatever feels most aligned for you. And I do see that for many of you listening, what feels most aligned may be like looking away from this person, from this connection, and moving forward in your life with someone who's coming up more so as the King of Wands, someone who seems very direct and straightforward about how they feel about you right from the beginning, who's very clear about what they want. But what I'm getting as well is that this reformed player here coming up in your energy also really wants to offer you something long term. I'm hearing something as well about how they're only going to fully go away once they get a clear rejection from you. So this is someone who's very likely to make you some kind of very clear offer if they haven't done that already. And it's almost like you would have to clearly tell this person, no, I am not interested. I'm never going to be interested, in order for them to go away and attempt to try to move on. Even if that does occur, although this person would respect that decision, I feel that internally they really would carry a sense of regret for the rest of their life, because they are realizing that you truly are a once in a lifetime kind of person. And I have the feeling that they actually would wait a lifetime if there was a chance that you would still connect with them. I mean, the word desperation is coming out. This person is almost coming out as desperate, like in a spiritual sense, where like their soul is desperate for a chance to prove their love for you, a chance to prove, as I was saying, that they can be this lover and not this player that you knew them as. We also have the Seven of Swords in the reverse position here. I keep getting the sense that you've made this person feel a kind of way that they've truly never felt in their entire life. Like no other person they've ever met or connected with has made them feel this way. Can I get information on this? I'm going to reshuffle the cards here. I'm hearing something about your energy holds them without restraining them. It's like you make them feel grounded and secure and loved, but also free within that energy at the same time. In fact, even more free than they feel on their own. Because I feel like this is someone who resisted love and relationships in a committed sense because they never wanted to lose their sense of freedom. But you are the first person who's actually made them feel more free when they're around you, more free to be themselves, more free to embody some kind of like higher purpose or calling here. Yeah, and here we have the Devil reversed, the Nine of Cups reversed, and the High Priestess. So I get the sense like I keep hearing you broke this person out of some loop that they were in their own life, something that was very negative and heavy for them. Now, for some of them, maybe these were kind of those player ways where they were sort of treating love and connection very much on the surface and kind of trapped in that unfulfilling mentality. For others of them, this was some kind of like addiction or negative cycle in their life. And still for others of them, this could just be in a general sense, like you woke them up spiritually. You broke this person out of the matrix. However, now with the Nine of Cups reversed, they're seeing you as this wish or this dream that they may have ruined their chance with. This once in a lifetime opportunity as it's been coming out here. With the High Priestess, yeah, I keep hearing like you are embodying the High Priestess that came and broke this person out of the matrix, woke them up spiritually, but now they're here awake and at a higher level of consciousness and regretting how they treated you when they were in a lower level of consciousness, when they weren't yet fully awake spiritually as I feel them being now. Yeah, they're doing a lot of introspection with the Judgment card. I feel like they're judging themselves for how they treated you in the past. And again, just feeling a lot of regret over that, and also having a ton of clarity with the Ace of Swords in the upright position. This is someone who recently has had a major breakthrough about your connection. And I feel with the Ten of Swords upright that this person has, completely closed out a cycle of like the person that they used to be, the way that they used to live their life. Like that old version of them is completely gone, and it's all because of you. But of course, now there's this stalemate with the Two of Swords where a decision has to be made. Like, are you going to give this person another chance to prove their love for you? Or are you going to allow yourself to look in a different direction and to move forward with some other kind of love or some other kind of person here, or even just independently, depending on what your desires are? And of course, there's no wrong answer in that. That's entirely up to you, and listen to your intuition through that whole decision-making process. This is just what I'm picking up strongly in the energy. So I'm going to go ahead and close this here for now, although I feel we're going to channel more about this in future readings. So if you do want to stay connected to this thread of energy and get updates whenever I post future videos, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. Join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, and you can listen to my channeled songs that often relate to these reading videos through my artist names, Songs by Infinity. My songs are now streaming across most streaming platforms, but specifically, you can follow me on Spotify if you want updates on channeled songs that I create in the future. My very first one has just been released, and it's called Go On to New York. So the link to that is in the description box if you feel guided to take a listen. If you would like to download my Sound and Soulful Subliminals app and use the Love Magnetism Subliminal to manifest your highest vibrational outcomes in your love life and movement forward in this connection or with someone else, depending on your desires, then the link to download the app is in the pinned comment underneath this video as well. Otherwise, I am wishing you the most amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.